Y'all, it's time to get on your Zoom, okay? 3 months of 2025 have now passed, and now it's time for us to reset and reflect. Have we achieved the goals that we set out for in 2025, or do we feel like we don't know where the time has gone? If you are in any of those buckets, this video is for you. Today, we're going to be talking about how to reset to make sure that you are living your best and blessed life this year. Let's get into it.
Feeling vibes on vibes. I'm a ticking dynamite. I blow your candle lights. You know I'm just that type. No, them no fit kill my vibe. Them no fit kill my vibe.
You're gonna journal because you have so many ideas, you have so many thoughts about what happened the last couple months. It's important to process all those things before you continue to move on. Right? The first 3 months are the beginning of 2025, but it's just the beginning. So I want you to think about what were the highs? What were some of the things that were challenging, right? Take a second to thought dump those ideas, because those ideas are really going to inform how you choose to move in the next couple of months. Sometimes we don't realize how much we have or how much we need to process or how much is on our mind until we take a second to stop and write it down, all right? So we're going to channel our inner Moesha. And we're going to make sure that we are journaling so that we are really taking the time to reset and think about the last couple of months that transpired. If you're someone who needs help journaling but doesn't know where to start, comment below if you want some journal prompts for processing the quarter. And if you just need a journal, you want to take out the guesswork of thinking of what to do, I have a print-on-demand journal as well that is in the comments. Refresh your environment. Okay, it is springtime. So often when we think about springtime, we think about spring cleaning. But there are so many different ways that you can spring clean, right? You can make sure you are decluttering. So by the time we get to April, there's so many things that we still have, whether it's junk mail, whether it's like clothes in the closet that needs to be donated. All those things carry energy. So make a point to take inventory of the things that are just that just don't need to be there, that no longer serve you. It can serve someone else. Right? Think of those things. Think of decluttering. Another way that you can refresh your environment too is by making sure you are sprucing it up, right? You're doing different things to make your home, your environment feel more homey. So that can look like getting some candles from the store, from Bath and Body Works. That can look like rearranging some furniture or maybe changing the pillow covers. Those little things make your environment feel cool, feel refreshing, and it makes it feel new. It makes you feel like you are starting fresh in your day. Be intentional about your joy. March is such a busy month. There's so much going on. And in April, it's like the weather's up and down. It's raining, it's warm, then it's not. And so the weather can have an impact on how we feel and like in our mood. So knowing that that's going to happen, I want us to be proactive. I want us to proactively think about what can I do to pour into myself? What can I do to make sure that I am still manifesting my joy? Whether it means I am waking up earlier so I can make a great breakfast for myself. I'm taking a stop at the coffee shop because that's something that like brings me joy. I want you to think about what are some of those things that bring you joy and make a point to bring it in to the next couple of weeks. If you want more ideas on how to center your joy, comment that down below and I can make a video about that too. And we're gonna release stress, all right? Ain't no stress in the day, ayy, ain't no stress in the day. I love that song. And I think that's something that like is really powerful about that song is that like we hold a lot of stress, a lot of tension in our bodies. And in the next couple of months, we are letting that stress go. So there's a book called Burnout, Releasing the Stress Cycle. And she talks about how like our body naturally holds on to stress, to different emotions. And so we have to be intentional and actively release that stress, release the stress that's in our bodies. So that can look like dancing, that can look like doing hobbies, that can look like hanging out with your significant others. Be intentional about how you are releasing stress. Because whether or not you realize it, that stress from the day, from the work day, it's like a weight on you, right? And it prevents you from being joyful, from having that like childlike joy, right? So we're going to also make a point to make sure we are releasing our stress the next couple of weeks. And you need to create a vision board. Okay, so I love vision boards. I have lots of vision board content on my channel. Be sure to check it out after you watch this video. There's so much power in creating a vision. There's so much power in thinking or saying to myself, this is the vision that I want for my life. And the more you call out that move, the more you state this vision, the more you make that vision clear, the more subconsciously you are going to be working to make sure that you have a life that reflects the vision that you want. So create a vision board. That can look like creating one on Pinterest, just like different visuals of what you want, a cardboard one, a digital one, right? But I want you to be very intentional about like what you want your life to look like. Or if there's one area that you're trying to nail down the next couple months, then make your vision board about that so that it can be less intimidating. But there's so much power in being intentional about where you see your life going. We only have one life to live, so let's make sure we live it to the fullest, and let's make sure we're making our visions and our dreams come true. So there you have it. These are things that you can do to make sure that the progress that you made this year is continuing, but also to make sure that if this year didn't start off how you wanted it to, you're resetting so that you can have your best year yet. We are all about living our best and blessed life. All right, so comment down below which tip do you want to try in the next couple of weeks, or if you want some journal prompts, comment that down below as well. And you know, if you made it all the way to the end, we are besties, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you and catch you next time.
Feeling vibes